everybody, one of Wee's here. It is a little bit after 10:02 p.m. 5/5/2015, and I am actually in Chapter 2 battling some buzzer beaks right above Tussle Sprout, and it is because we are doing, of course, Enigma's base upgrades. Now, the question I had is, when he's in Invisibility Mode, is there actually any damage box stock? And I know the answer, but I'm going to let you see it. Some of you may be curious. So here we are, and we're going to go invisible. I'll run right through. Okay, well, I learned that now. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out, when I tested this right before we came on, I never took damage. I guess they don't see me. I guess if one is attacking beforehand and you walk into it, you would take damage, but otherwise you're invisible and they can't see you. Let's see if I can replicate. I'm gonna try to get one to buzz at me and then go invisible. Oh, anyway. Sneak attack. Come on, buzzer beats. They're just so slow to start attacking. There we go. So if you do get hit, it does end prematurely, but again, unless something's already attacking you. Like if a troll was right in front of me and I went invisible while I was swinging its mace, and we didn't move out of the way, we would get hit. So 5-second runtime on that. Obviously, when you're invisible, nothing's going to happen to you. The mist, or just being invisible, you can't actually do anything, but when you are invisible and you do your primary attack, it's ridiculous. So 300s there, it's usually 200. There were some 450s, I guess, because of this, but since we're here, I guess we'll just play around a little bit and kind of get a feel for them. So we'll drop down here and eradicate these guys. So check out primary attack, 99. This is a bad example because it's, you know, different. You do have the jump slam as well, and then we'll finish it off with the combo, which is XX Holes. Oh. How about we finish it with the jump slam? Again, me personally, I'm just a big fan of the jump slam. So. Alright, let's skip that. Gotta be careful if you do the money trick in this level with Chomp Chest, because inadvertently, if you come down here, you will battle Tussle Sprout, and you will also then capture Tussle Sprout. So be leery of that. That said, you know, since we are here, I guess I'll just go to Persephone in this level. You don't know why we're here. We're here to upgrade Enigma and test things. So stop pretending like you know. I tell you this every time, and you just never listen. I guess that's the trouble with a know-it-all. They always seem to know everything, and then they don't listen to you. So that said, I think we can get a few of his upgrades here and kind of take it from there. You haven't seen them all, but I have them documented. Technically, you have seen them all. They just did different damage because of the Traptanium area. So that said, we'll buy the Tertiary for sure. Paradox Pound. Press Y to slam the staff into the ground and damage all nearby enemies. Price is 310. Keep in mind, I've got 19 winged sapphires here, so we're gonna roll that direction. And let's take a look at it now, I guess. Oh yeah, I'm usually a big fan of the ground pounds. Even with characters I'm not a huge fan of, but I think I will enjoy it. Let's see here. Then we've got Magic Mist. Now, the Mystic Staff releases Magic Mist that damages enemies. It's already doing that, in my opinion. So we may wait on that. Cloak-and-Dagger, Invisibility Mode lasts longer, and the Cloak can now damage enemies. Let's go ahead and get that in case the Cloak wouldn't register at the training grounds. And hopefully these aren't like doubling up without being advertised. I don't know if we can get anything else or not. No, we'll call this good for now, and we'll just kind of play around with the Tertiary and the extra time there. So I think I'll open the gate and then just kind of stay here for a little bit, and then we'll go in, because the primary attack is actually complicated to document. So let me try and explain that one to you. Let me get to my spreadsheet. Basically, if you were to just hit something with the staff, it'll do 30 to 45, and you're like, wait, what's that stuff? You didn't buy it. And by that stuff, I mean like the purple magical mist or whatever it would be called. dust, I don't know what it is. Sand of time, who knows. But 30 to 45 is what the staff would do. And then the mist, the dust, whatever you want to call it, it's actually 66 to 99. And that's why it's strange to me that we have that upgrade called Magic Mist. Or no. What was it? Yeah, I don't know, but it's actually here, and so I'm kind of unsure if it's going to be addressed or not in another upgrade, because a lot of times I found they don't mention that these upgrades actually increase damage on something totally different. But you've got the 30 to 45 on the hit, 66 to 99 from the mist, and then the combo, which is 1, 2, and then you're going to hold, and you do that swing. It's going to register 30 to 45 once, 30 to 45 twice, then 200 to 300, which is pretty impressive. And then the jump slam, which looks like this, you've got 138 to 207. If we were to jump and press B, nothing happens. Jump and press Y, yes. We'll have to see if that does increase damage. But that said, we're just primarily, let's actually go into invisibility mode, because we bought Cloak-and-Dagger. Ability will last, freezes enemies, cloak can do damage as well. About 8 seconds there. Whoops. That's hilarious. Alright, so let's just come in here and see what we can do. So we're gonna go invisible right as soon as he sees us, to be cool. Dun 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 dun. So we're not logging any damage just yet. Let's see if the cloak will do anything. They said it would. Okay, so I guess when the cloak comes up, it does 60. Paradox Pound, 60. We'll come over here and I'll actually do our jump slam on that, see if we get anything. Then we're going to get out of here and go back to the academy. Ideally, these videos would not be as long as they've been being. There's been a lot of interesting things to investigate. 10 to 15 minutes really is kind of ideal, in my opinion. So what I'm going to try to hone in on is not that, but we're going to not do that either. I want to jump and do the tertiary. Let's try it on Lobgoblin. Okay, so the jump slam off the tertiary does the exact same damage, which I guess makes sense because you are basically just, you know, jumping. Let's screw around with Lobgoblin. Dun, 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 dun. And the cloak kill. So, okay, we got that done. Let's just get back out of here, shall we? Alright. I started to live stream this, but the problem is, anytime I live stream, I don't get to put like proper titles on it, and then the thing that bothers me is like at the very start of the video, every time, even when I stream from the computer, it just has like that glitch thing at the start, and people are probably like, oh, I'm not watching that, it's horrible quality. And it's not, it's just you have to wait like 2 or 3 seconds, then it goes, and you see Enigma clearly. So I don't know what the deal is. But anyway, primary attack, I'll just go ahead and show you. It's hard to see. There's the 30. He's got great range with the staff, and it's weird the dust doesn't have better range, but I can stand right here and we register a staff hit, which that's going to be 30 to 45, and then the dust or the mist that comes off, when we get closer you will see it does 66 and then 99 critical. So there was the 99, there was the 45 critical, and then the 66 on the dust. The 1, 2, 3 combo, there it is. You get basically the 2 hits of 30, and then, you know, 2 to 300. The tertiary attack, I actually need to log that one. It's going to be 60 to 90. And like I said, if you do jump and then you do the tertiary attack, also 60 to 90. But if you watch the tertiary attack again, he jumps on his own, so it kind of makes sense. Cloak-and-Dagger. We went up to, let's count it here. Eight seconds, I'd say. So invisible, invisibility mode. I can fit this in here in longer words because the primary attack is such a long entry. So ordinarily I'd put like Invis mode, but Invisibility Mode 8 seconds, and then Cloak is going to be 60 to 90, which is kind of like one of those return type attacks is the way I'm gauging that. But that said, we got a few more to check out here, so let's do that. Alright, Magic Mist. The Mystic Staff releases magic mist that damages enemies. Okay, this is weird, because that's why I was kind of holding up whenever I was talking about it again. This is the second upgrade right after Paradox Bound, and the game says the Mystic Staff releases magic mist. Now I was like, well, it's already doing that, you know? So do we have it early and they screwed up, or is it going to go from 66 to 99 up to like 100 to 150 or something crazy? But then if you have the strategy guide, which I do, mine is a collector's edition, here on the entry page, Magic Mist released in Invisibility Mode damages enemies over time. That's quite the contrast, because this in the game is describing the staff doing what we already see it doing, what I just showed you. You hit with 30, and then the dust does 66 to 99, okay? And then the strategy guide is saying nothing about the staff, and it is instead saying whenever we're in invisibility mode, we're going to have, like, I assume, all the purple mist that just encompasses the entire area we're, you know, strolling around, invisible, is going to then do damage. So which one is correct? I don't know. Are we going to buy this and we're not going to do damage while invisible, and the 66 to 99 stays? Will we buy this and the 66 to 99 increases? Will we buy this and what the strategy guide says happen? I don't know. So we're going to buy it and find out. It's one of life's little mysteries, I guess. So that's quite the enigma, if you will. $4.34 is the price. We'll go ahead and pick that up. So let's swing the staff first.
Power flash.
Let's see. It does seem to have made the dust more prominent. Now the thing is, I was standing here in the stuff I do beforehand, and he was actually, he registers hits from there, which is crazy. Okay, what's going on? There's like, now we've got a 30 and a 30, and then the 66. So now apparently we're like, huh. Okay, so Magic Mist staff is now going to be equal to 30 to 45, x2, and then the 66 to 99, if I'm gauging this correctly. That was 30 and 30. That was 45, 66, 45. So there's 30, 99, 30. So essentially what's happening now when we swing the staff is registering 2 instances of damage, and then the mist is still 66 to 99. Now the question becomes, when we go invisible, will the dust do damage? Strategy guide says it will. The game mentions nothing of it. So let's go. There is no damage going down. That was the cloak right there. Now this is a deal, does it require real enemies or something? And that I just don't know. He does move quicker in invisibility mode, by the way. Let's go ahead now and do the primary attack off of this. Good lord, that was like 4 numbers. So the cloak is registering the 60 to 90. And then I think we've got the 30 to 45 twice, and then we have still the 200 to 300. So there you go. Let's make sure that we're still doing 60 to 90 on the tertiary. We are. So let's just get the final base upgrade now, which is Paradox Power. Paradox Pound does more damage. $7.44 is our price. We'll pick that up. What path am I going to take? I have no idea. I'm inclined to take Invisible Invader first and then do Chief of Staff and hope I like Chief of Staff better, but I'm not quite sure what we'll do. But we won't worry about it just yet. I'll make the video shorter. We can talk about it later. Alright, so Paradox Pound now. Let's take a look at it before we spoil it. Oh, well, it spoiled it for us. great range on that bad boy, and it looks very cool. So 84 to 126, I will take that, no doubt in my mind. 84 to 126. Thing I like about that, it's also kind of like a jump slam. So let's, just for good measure, let's jump and then do it. So it's still going to register the same, but basically now with him, when you jump, you can either use your tertiary attack or your primary, which is still doing the 138 to 207. I think I showed that to you. If not, I know I mentioned it. So pretty versatile there that he's got two kind of in-air attacks. That said, let's check our time. 15 minutes, dadgum. I guess I can take you with me. I've just got to know this stuff. Alright, this is, I assume, why you're on my channel watching my videos. I go to links others don't. Mainly because it bothers me not knowing things, and I assume you are the same way if you're watching this. So you already know what I'm doing, basically. You're thinking like me. We're going to come in here. All I'm going to do with these buzzer beaks is go invisible and see if it's actually going to have the mist do damage. If it does not, the game is correct, the strategy guide is wrong, and that opens the door to conspiracy theories. A lot of people like to talk about, like, well, I wonder if they intended to have this happen. By the way, you can break those skulls. A lot of people don't seem to know that. But anyway, was there some struggle at Toys for Bob? Did some people think that the mist in invisibility mode should do damage, as the strategy guide indicates? And then someone said, no, that's going to make him too OP. Maybe the guy that made Blaster Mind, it was like competing, it's like my Trap Master from the Magic Element will prevail. Who knows? But we're going to come down here. We've got 8 seconds to test this out. The mist is doing no damage. It does freeze them, though. As you can see there, that guy was still frozen. Okay. So let's freeze them. That's wicked cool. You needed to see that anyway. The 90 to 135, I think, is just the Traptanium area bonus, if you will. So this should eradicate those three. This should get them.
Back again.
How are they taking that much damage? Okay. I'm trying to stand right on top of that guy. We got him. Okay. So, that's pretty cool, and I do want to log that. So let me get to my spreadsheet here. Cloak-and-Dagger and freeze enemies. Alright. Did the game mention that? I don't know if it did. There's discrepancies between the game and the strategy guide, but that said, hey, that's something that probably no one else is going to tell you or point out, so you're welcome. And like I said, that's probably why you're here in the first place. Details, details, details. So some people say you can overanalyze things, some people say you just need to analyze things to the point that you understand them as best you can, and that's kind of what I try to do here. So like I said, though, I have no clue which path's going to turn out to be the best. I'm thinking I'm going to take Invisible Invader, which sounds like it's going to be really cool, and then I'll take Chief of Staff and just hope that I like it better. So that's the tentative plan of action. I may change my mind while this processes, but as always, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoy Skylanders research, let me know. Leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you have not, tell your friends about it, and encourage them to do the same. You can follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook, circle me on Google+, whichever you prefer. Once again, thanks for watching, and we will be back here to check out Enigma's Invisible Invader upgrade path, as well as his Chief of Staff upgrade path.